Good morning, Virginia Beach. Welcome to Park Bench. My name is Mary Barclay with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Town Realty, and today I'm at Waterman Surfside Grill with owner Mike Standings. Mike and his family own 3 businesses down here at the oceanfront, and he's going to give us a little bit of information about each one of them. So Mike, thanks for having me today.
Thank you.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us all about Waterman's, Chix on the Beach, and the Shack.
All right, well, Waterman's, we started here, my parents started here at a place called the Shake and Burger, and that was back in the 60s, and so more from what was next Fogs, and then what today is Waterman's Surfside Grill. We're a pretty busy place that caters to locals, and we figure if we're good enough for the residents of Virginia Beach, then the tourists will come. And we recently, about 4 years ago, purchased Chix on the beach, which is 2 blocks over on 7th. And then across the street, we took a big piece of property and turned it into an outdoor adult playland. It's actually fun for kids during the day. Then after 9 o'clock at night, it turns more adults, and there's games and activities. And there we have Chef Amer does authentic, really good tacos. He smokes every day he's got a smoker. He smokes every day. We also have a banquet facility there called the Festival Center. We do banquets up to on the property up to 1,000, 1,200
Oh wow,
people.
nice.
Or small groups that just want little corners that can have groups of 10 people. Here at Waterman's, back to here where we are upstairs in the attic, we do sit down up to 100, and parties standing up, cocktail parties up to 150 up here.
Nice. We
have outdoor dining at both facilities, at Chix and Waterman's, and serve the absolute freshest seafood possible. We are very particular. We don't, no offense to Asia, but we don't do Asian crab meat. We do domestic crab meat, domestic shrimp.
That's awesome.
Domestic fish, and we're very serious about it. We actually used to have our own commercial boat that did it, but now we don't really have time for that anymore, so we source out, and our pricing is excellent. We don't have real high prices. I'd say we're 20 to 30% below other oceanfront restaurants, and our goal is to stay busy and keep the residents coming in.
Okay. That's great. So I'll tell you, when my boys played baseball back a few years ago, I remember some of the moms were talking about these Orange Crushes. And this restaurant down at the oceanfront that has these Orange Crushes. And I'm like, dang, I need to get me one of these. So, tell us about the famous Orange Crush.
Well, a friend of mine came to me, gosh, I don't know, it was probably, now 17 years ago, 16 years ago, and he said, you need to have an Orange Crush. And I showed him the menu, and I said, we have one. We've had one for years. We probably had one for 25, 30 years. He said, this thing's terrible. So I actually tasted it. I didn't drink a whole lot, and I tasted it, and I said, geez, this thing's awful. So he taught me how to make a good Orange Crush. He went up to his friend's restaurant up in Maryland, and he said, this is how you need to make them. So I came back and I asked the guy, I said, do you mind if I do them like this? I won't do them exactly like this. We're going to do our own version, but I admire what you're doing. And so we came back, we changed the recipe a little bit, and we became very particular about the quality of it and the brick count of the sugars and the orange. Each orange we buy, we're very particular. So consequently, a lot of places, almost every place has them now around here. But as many people say, they don't taste like they taste like at Waterman's.
Right, they're legendary. They really are, because it was just funny when the moms were talking about it. I'm like, okay.
Then we started an event called Crush Fest. We said, God, we got all these people coming. Let's raise money with it. So we ended up raising between that and our fishing tournament we do. We have something called the Mid-Atlantic Rockfish Shootout. And we have a run called Crush, and then the letter N run. Run on the beach, run on the boardwalk. We've raised over almost, I think it's over $600,000 now today to give to local charities, wounded warriors, people, children and adults with handicaps. The Children's Hospital, we built a room in the Children's Hospital. We've done several things with the money. So that's Crushes have provided a lot of charitable acts.
So Crush for a Cause, right?
Crush for a Cause.
That is awesome. So tell me about Camp Grom.
Camp Grom was created by a group of great young men called the Virginia Gentlemen. They're a few years younger than me. And they had a vision to create a camp for access for everyone. And so that's one of our major contributions was that. There's a lake out there that we built, and that has a cable wakeboarding or cable skiing across it, so you could be completely handicapped and jump on this and do the same thing that somebody that's completely capable of doing.
That is amazing.
It's really
That's
cool.
amazing.
There's fishing.
All right,
It's really
great.
neat.
Yeah.
So our charity that we fall under the umbrella is called Waterman's Dream. So we like to give and contribute to water aquatic activities for people that are disabled or whatever it is, like scholarships for people that are in that are watermen or do whatever, whether they're fishing, surfing, or
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? Giving back to the community we live in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, that's great. So I know this is going to be a hard one because you've lived here all your life. You were telling me about that. So if you had to pick one thing about Virginia Beach, what would it be? What would that favorite thing be?
Yeah, that's hard because there's so
I-
many.
I know.
I really, I can live anywhere, and I choose, and my family chooses to live here. In fact, there's so many choose to live here. I probably have, between my cousins, aunts, and uncles, and their kids, it's probably 400 people that I'm related to that live in this area, and they're all believers in this area too. Between the beautiful beaches and the ocean and all the waterways around here, the activities, the parks, all the recreation. And I think the people. I think there's something special about Virginia Beach. It's a community. It's a very close community. It's a some people regard it as a big city, relatively speaking. Well over 400,000 people. And Hampton Roads being, within reach of 30 minutes, you're well over 1 million people. But really, it's small, and so it's like everybody's your neighbor, and it's just a wonderful place to live.
It really is. That's why we stayed.
And what and the neat thing is looking out here on the beach right now. You would think in the middle of summer in July, and it is a beautiful day out. The beach isn't overly packed with people. There's so much space here and areas to recreate and enjoy everything. So that's why I love it.
Yeah.
And there's always an airport that's close by, so you can fly anywhere you want.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so thanks for sitting down with me for a few
Absolutely.
minutes. I know that you're
Thanks for
busy.
having
So there you have it. Waterman's, Chix on the Beach, and the Shack in a nutshell. 3 great places you need to check out down here at the oceanfront. Come down here and have some fresh seafood or an orange crush.